Hello. So, now I'm going to talk about all of these cameras. And I'm going to first off, this is my collection of cameras. Many different years of construction. I don't particularly know which one is the most modern, but I probably think it's this one. But let me start off with the very first camera, phone camera I ever got, which is this Ricoh 35ZF. It belonged to my grandfather. It's a little camera from the 70s, and this one is important to me because, as I say, it's the very first film camera I got from my grandfather. And this one is an Ultraflex Himalaya. You probably can see if this would focus. It doesn't focus. It's a 1950s French camera built to fund the expedition over to the Himalaya, which went wrong. This camera sadly doesn't work anymore. I bought it on a flea market for 10 francs, but it's a nice piece. Then now I'm just going to go by the order of when I got the cameras. So I'm going to jump over to this one, which is an Edixa Highlight. Here, it's hidden underneath the little band, but it's a Edixa Highlight from probably the 1970s, probably. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't looked intensely in the internet, but I haven't found much. I've been using this one quite a lot. It's quite a good camera, but the objective is not, let's say, the best in the world. It's not bad, but it's not the best. But I'm quite happy with it. That's the first Spiegel reflex I got. Then the next camera I got was, I think it was this one here. It was a Kodak Brownie Junior 620 Kodak AG Dr. Nagelwerk Stuttgart. It's a 1930s Kodak Brownie, and I haven't tested. Well, I did try to test it with the 35mm film, but it hasn't worked. So maybe I'll do another test, but for now it's just as a piece of museum. Then I got this one, which is a Agfa Isolette 6x6 camera. I can't remember how it's called. It was here. This little thingy still works, but the problem with this one is the focus doesn't work, so that's a bit annoying. But else, most of it still works, and it's a very nice piece. And it's the very first folding camera I got. Then after this one, I got these two, this one and this one at the same time, because I visited a photographer who offered me these two cameras for free. This being the Classic Netta. You probably know if you've seen already something from the 1940s. The thing with this one is I always forget how this is called. It doesn't work. You've got to do it manually, but the focus works, unlike on this camera which I'm filming on. And this is also an Agfa, the folding camera I got, but from the 1960s. It's a 35mm film. You can probably see I still have a film inside. It's also quite a nice piece. Instead of normal 35mm films where you turn here on the side, it's underneath here where you turn the film. So it's also quite interesting. And here at the side is where you take the picture. And at last, this is the last camera I got, and one of my favorite to use now is this Pentax ME from the 1970s. The funny thing is, I've got a catalogue, an original catalogue from 1979 from father, and you can see this exact camera in it. It was sold in Switzerland back then for 689 or 98 francs, which is in today's money quite a lot. Spiegelreflex has an automatic Belichtungszeit, light adjustment, I don't know how it's called, bulb, 100 times speed, and I find it's got a better objective than the Edixa, and I also quite like how it looks like. So, these are all the cameras I own. For now, I'll probably not buy another camera because owning these ones is already absolutely magnificent. And there you can see my typewriter. This one I got for €10. So these are all the cameras, and yeah, they nearly all have a certain purpose, not really, but a meaning to me. The oldest camera I own, my favorite camera to use, first Spiegelreflex, first ever film camera, first old camera, first folding camera, and these two I got from the photographer, who is very nice also. So, this was interesting, and ich will weiter gucken.